August 3rd, the roar of the engines meets the clash of the Titans at BKFC 63. Live at the legendary Sturgis Buffalo Chip during the 84th Annual Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. Witness the long-anticipated showdown as world champ Britain Hart defends her strawweight title against one of her fiercest rivals, Taylor Killer Bee Starling. Plus, in the co-main event, Josh D. Day Dyer goes head-to-head with Wild Bill Albrecht. It's the world's most exciting combat sport. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
I'm kind of confused. I think my producer's mic might be broken because I didn't hear a 10-9-8-7-6-5-4-3-2-1. I'm just saying, broken Brandon, are we back to this again?
Check your ears.
I should check my ears. Busting Brandon's chops. What a good way to start. A lot of awesome stuff coming up as we're live from Satellite 5 yet again. Me defending, there he is, Trump with the bare knuckle bazooka. If I would have been out there, things would have been different. I would have been shooting T-shirts and I would have taken that guy right off the roof. That's what I would have done. But we're glad you're here. And I'm glad that, speaking of former president, the current president and founder, David Feldman of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, he's going to be stopping by. There he is, a little bit of a State of the Union address. We're looking forward to that. He's got a lot of stuff he wants to get off his chest. We were on the phone yesterday. He was very upset. Also, some thoughts on BKFC Fight Night Pachanga with him, plus so much more info, like Marbella, Spain, press conference. Chris Lights Out Lidle will be here, too, since we're running quick through the intro. Before I can, talk, you can go to the next slide. That was awesome. He'll be here for BKFC Fight Night Pachanga and much more, as always, with Chris. And then, we're taking over Sturgis as well, August 3rd, for the motorcycle rally. So we decided to do a limited collector's edition shirt. You're going to be able to vote on that. The world premiere of the shirt's coming today. And then also some comments from Ruben War. How does he feel? What a great night he had at Pachanga and what he wants next. So much more. That's where we're going today. And I think we showed him already. He's actually in his seat. He's there. He's texting as always, probably making some big business deals. Doesn't even know he's on camera yet, but he is on camera, so he's going to look up and he's going to smile at the audience. David Feldman's here.
What's going on? What's going on?
Hey, Dave, can you tell that I had the 2 times caffeine Savage Chip coffee today?
I thought it was 3, man.
It's good, too. Everyone's in the chat hanging out. I don't want to forget anybody. Anthony's in there. We got everybody. Scott's in there. Ambidextrous. He was at the California show. I met him. I met Mr. Saturn there. Dylan's here. Bare Knuckle Tony, one of our fighters, he's here too. He was on the show as well. Rodney's in the house. Everybody's here. Rodney Thomas is another guy. We appreciate it. Love talking to you. If you're on Instagram, we'll get to you, but I can't always see your comments. So come over to the YouTube channel. You can do that there. We're going to go a little bit out of order today because we have him, and he's very busy. I don't think he's looked at the camera maybe once. Is he here?
Sorry, man. I'm dealing with, I got this big, as you know, we had this big press conference going on Thursday, and I'm dealing with a lot of moving parts there, but it's going to be unbelievable. But sorry, man.
I know it's going to be unbelievable. But you know what? When you come on this show, you're going to show me some respect.
I'm going to show you some respect by
my
making
paycheck.
America brave again.
That's my whole point. I'm being brave. I'm being brave talking to you by saying things like that. I'm glad you picked up on that. I would never. You'd beat the hell out of me. But Dave's here with us. We're excited. And I mentioned at the top of the show, you were pretty pissed off. We were talking on the phone yesterday, and you were lit up, man. And Sunday, you were lit up about it. Talk about why you were so mad and what we decided to do.
Well, you know what? It's not really about even what happened on Saturday, unfortunate incident that anyone would ever attempt to shoot presidential candidate. Like, it's just crazy. This is not a political rant at all. I'm not talking about Democrat or Republican or left wing or right wing. It doesn't fucking matter. What I'm talking about is the pussification of America. And I hope that goes viral right now because America is suffering from pussification right now. I can't even tell my daughter what to do when I tell her what to do and she tells me I can't talk to her that way.
Wow.
Imagine doing that when we grew up.
I
would
done.
get the shit smacked out of me. Really beat the shit out of.
Yeah.
How does this happen? Like, we got to change, and I think it's time to stand up. We have to stand up. We have to take a stand now. It's a very important time in American history that I think the American people really need to take a stand now and stop allowing people to walk all over us and to make America brave again.
I agree. And I think that men need to be men in society, and they need to step up and be men. I've seen that too myself. You see people in a different age demographic, a little younger. I don't feel like they know what it's like to be a man anymore. I mean, you look at our grandparents and our fathers. I'm not saying we're not, but they were men. These guys were men. So I agree with the shirt. Make America brave again. So we were talking and we decided about this shirt. What are we doing with the shirt? Tell us more.
We're just going to give the proceeds to the unfortunate victim, Fire Chief Corey, who ended up. What the guy did is, you talk about bravery. This guy dove on top of his family to shield them from getting shot, and he got killed. In the process.
That's one of the bravest things you do.
The proceeds are going to go to his family, and I know that there's a GoFundMe out there, and he's got a lot of money coming in already for his family. But I mean, I just think that it's the right thing to do, and anyone that purchases a shirt, the proceeds of the shirt are going to go to that charity.
Yeah, and I think that not only purchasing the shirt to give to his family, that's the utmost importance, but I think that wearing this on your chest, make America brave again. I mean, it's a simple statement. You're walking around.
It's a stand, man. It's a stance. It's really a stance that needs to be taken. And again, not political at all. So any of the fans out there that are Democrat, Republican, doesn't matter, man. You guys have the right to choose whatever you want. I'm not telling you what to choose. I'm just telling everybody to stand the fuck up.
That's right.
And be men and be women now, and do what we were raised to do in life, and protect people, and just do the right thing, and stop falling over for everybody. Stop being afraid to say something that's on your mind. I mean, it's just it really went the wrong way, and I hope it turns back.
I know, and they're going crazy in the chat. They love the shirt. They love what we're doing. So if you want to buy the shirt, like, are these shirts for sale? You can buy them. They'll tell you more on the website. It's bareknuckleshop.com. Go to bareknuckleshop.com. I'm going to say it one more time just so you hear it. Ready? Here it is, the address. bareknuckleshop.com. bareknuckleshop.com. You can pick up one of your shirts, and then we'll make the donation to the brave fire chief. It makes me happy that we're able to do this. I think it was a great idea.
Yeah, look, man, we're not saving the world by doing this, but I think this is a great way of getting a statement out that's going to make men be men again, right?
That's right.
And just stand up. And at the same time, be able to help someone that had really shown that how brave he was.
Yeah, I think that with a platform like we have and we're building as it grows, it's important to do things like this. I applaud you.
And look, man, I know I'm taking a big risk here, because there's a lot of people that may attack me for this and may say that it's a political statement, I'm doing the wrong thing. But at the end of the day, I don't care, man. Yeah. I don't care. I'm so tired of this shit in the country.
They definitely, they're not attacking you in the chat. I'll tell you that. They love what you're doing. So bareknuckleshop.com, grab the shirts. Are these limited, or are they going to be around for a while? Do you know?
No, I mean, it's look, as many as we can sell in the next week or so. And then, we're not going to keep selling them, but we want to get the awareness out there, and we want to raise as much money as possible.
I think it's an awesome thing. bareknuckleshop.com. Get in, make America brave again. And we'll have more news on another shirt drop we're doing. Don't talk about it now. It's a different type of shirt.
Well, I can just say,
you can mention it.
We're doing a Sturgis shirt drop next week, right?
No,
or today.
They're gonna see both designs world premiere today. Later on the show, they're gonna be able to vote on which one they want. Very interactive. That's what we like to do with you. I want to look back now that we got the shirt stuff talked about, and I think that was the most important thing. That's why we put it up front. Another important thing in a different way, completely different, is Pachanga. What a great event for us, for our brand, sold out.
I mean, I was on here last time, and I think I said, "Shh, don't tell them." We snuck some extra people in. The capacity was 2,700, and we had 3,200 in there. Unbelievable. It was just unbelievable, though. I don't know. Like, California's going viral with Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Florida's going viral with Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. It's just really spreading all around the world now. And, as you know, we're going to Spain.
I know, that's huge. I'll talk about that in a minute. We are, I say it every time on the show, we're like a virus. We're always going to be here. You can't eliminate us. So whether you like us or you don't, we're here to stay. And I feel like we're spreading like a virus. And that's a good thing, actually. And we are. We're going to spread over to Marbella, Spain. That's this Thursday.
So just so you know how you pronounce that, it's Marbella.
Marbella. Sorry, Marbella. I read. No I actually have it here in my notes as Marbella spelled out, and I said Marbella. Yeah, I'm a jerk off. Marbella, Spain.
I won't argue with you.
They didn't see your facial expression. That was great. You're like, yeah, there it is. Press conference this Thursday. You'll be there. Of course, the fighter's going to be there, and Conor McGregor's going to be there as well. Now, Dave, first, tell us how this press conference is going to work with Conor and everything being there.
So, it's going to be a typical press conference. Conor's going to be up there as co-owner and spokesman, and an ambassador at BKFC, and he's going to say some words. The press is going to be able to ask him some questions. we are going to field those questions. Obviously, we don't want anything stupid being shot at him. No pun intended.
So no questions from the Bare Knuckle show, that means?
No, I mean, just nothing really bad.
I know.
I mean, look, we want questions asked to him. We want him to be involved, but it is a Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship press conference, and we wanted to talk about Bare Knuckle 100%. Fighting Championship. Obviously, he's going to talk into his career a little bit, and then we're actually doing a exclusive invite-only VIP party at night. It's going to be well attended by a lot of. We already have a lot of celebrities over there, a lot of European football players.
Wow.
It's going to be an amazing event.
And for the Americans, because I'm a dumb American as well, when he says football, he means soccer. That's what we
so
call
we
soccer.
have Franco Tenaglia is going to take on Tony Soto, two very, very tough guys at 155 pounds, have really deserving of title shots. The title is vacant now, and they're going to fight for the world championship, the world lightweight BKFC lightweight championship, October 12th in Marbella. This is what's so awesome about this event, though. This fight is going to be in a bullfighting arena.
Arriba!
It's crazy,
I can't wait,
man.
dude.
It's Marbella Arena. It was a bullfighting arena. I mean, how fitting. A bare knuckle fight in a bullfighting arena. It's going to be amazing. We already have, I mean, I think it's 6,500 people capacity there, and we already have reservations for 3,200 tickets, and we didn't even put reservations up yet, just from people that are calling. It's going to be unbelievable.
October.
It's going to be our home away from home. It's unbelievable. Then we have so many more matches that I'm going to drop actually at the press conference. I'm not going to drop them now.
Well, I want to ask you more about that. You're going to drop matches at the press conference,
Yes.
and I might have heard from a little birdie that was chirping. I don't know for sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. There'll be other announcements possibly at the press conference as well outside of matches.
Yeah, we're going to announce we are going to announce an official platform deal.
Wow.
So that's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big day for us. I'm excited about it. 7 p.m. tonight, I got to travel over to Spain. So, it's a lot of traveling, but it's going to be amazing. We're Spain and Conor McGregor. We got the Conor McGregor effect in Spain, and it's just going crazy. Like it's the biggest thing over there right now.
I can tell you don't want to talk about it because it's a big deal. It sounds like, and you just kind of threw that other announcement out. You said we're going to announce yes, we will be announcing an official platform deal, but it's going to be a great event. So I that's how you just did it.
I can't talk about it.
I know you can't, but
it's not signed yet.
But it looks pretty good.
It's a start for us. We're starting off with a certain amount of events on a platform that's going to be amazing for us. Millions and millions of people on that platform, and then we're moving into something even bigger in the next couple of weeks. We do have, and I know I've been talking about this for a long time. We do have now signed, sealed, and not delivered yet. But we're going to have a docu-series that's being made around Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, us guys in the office and the fighters.
Is that why those people been following you with cameras and everything? Now I have to be careful what I say. Oh, man. No, but I do. That's great. Now, would you say the last question about this platform, because they're going to want to know more.
All right.
Even if you can't say who it is because it's not signed, would you say it's a platform that is pretty well known, very well known, kind of well known?
It's very well known. It's a good deal for us. It's
awesome.
It's a good place for us to be. I'll announce it on Thursday, so
I know.
It's not like I'm announcing it in 3 weeks.
I know. Well, we're excited. The chat's going well. This is a big deal for us.
Great.
Don't forget, Anthony reminded us here in the chat, your buddy Anthony, that it's a 6:30 a.m. start time locally in the United States. So get up early, set your alarm.
But we'll have it ready. It'll be on YouTube. You can watch it. When you wake up. If you don't wake up that early, it'll be nice to watch it live.
What time you wake up?
I'm up at 4.
Yeah, how dare they not wake up at 4? Somebody said, I think it was Evan. Evan, it may have been you.
Or I go to bed at 4 and wake up at 5. I don't even know. I get no sleep. Just so you know, I'm definitely team no sleep. I don't ever sleep.
You are.
But I'm telling you, man, I couldn't be any more excited about the trajectory and the direction that BKFC is going. It's unbelievable. And that is actually, I got a little renewed spark that I needed from having a little time off. Because when you have time off, sometimes you're going, are people talking about us?
Yep.
And the California show really did it for me, man.
Oh my gosh,
it was
rock
unbelievable.
stars, dude. It was really
that
cool.
was one of the loudest crowds that we've ever had.
I know, it was nuts. Talk about, it was a great card, but you're looking at the main event. We're going to go through it more with Chris Lidle in a little bit, but Ruben War, boom, boom, quick knockout. And I know he's upset, and he's going to talk about it later. Not Chris, Ruben. He thinks he has the fastest knockout in BKFC history. I understand why officially it's not, but if we timed it, I think it's pretty close. But
we did time it, and we got 2.7 seconds. So we did get it as the official, but at the end of the day, it's
that's where it should have ended, right?
So it's called off. So he's picked up the count, though, and then he decided to wave it up. So it actually officially, when he waves it off, so it actually officially really wasn't the fastest knockout. Now, Was he down and out faster than anybody else? Yes, but it's not technically the fastest knockout.
Can we call it the unofficial official fastest knockout of the bare knuckle show or something?
No,
like
we
that?
can call it the unofficial fastest knockout, not the unofficial official.
Okay, I'm very confused. I think
listen, honestly, doesn't matter. He's in the top 3. He's in the top 5, I think, of all combat sports. So I mean, it's an amazing feat that he did. Here's a kid that had I actually looked at some of his posts. He had apparently had some demons and some
we had him on the show.
On.
We talked about
That's great.
It's crazy.
And he's able to really dedicate himself. He was all about his family. I got to make sure my family sits here. I don't care what I got to pay for the tickets. My family. So I really like the kid, and I like to see him keep moving up the ladder. But you know what I mean? It's a tough sport. Robbie Peralta is a tough dude.
Wow.
Never been rocked like that ever.
You didn't expect that. Nobody expected that. Nobody.
I don't think Robbie Peralta did. No. Either. Like it was unbelievable. But again, now he has to capitalize on it, right?
Exactly.
Now he has to keep moving forward, and I think he's going to.
All right. Well, we're going to see what's next for Ruben Ward. That goes back to the youth movement we have here. We're building new stars, and we're excited to see where he's going to head. We'll hear from him a little bit later in an exclusive video he provided for us, talking about who he wants next. He's also talking trash on certain BKFC fighters, and being honest with you. And there's other stuff in there as well. Dave, before you get out of here, I don't mean to – I always blow your spot, but I know for a fact you had some high-level meetings out in L.A., and I feel like you're always – every time I talk to you on the phone – you're coming out of another high-level meeting, or you're calling me, I had this meeting, it was great. So you had more of them in L.A.
The meeting I had was your dream meeting. Your dream meeting. A dream meeting for you. Like, you would actually pay for this meeting.
Was that like Pamela? Pamela Anderson's a dated reference. That's an old lady. I would guess it's someone in the wrestling community. Then.
It is.
Big, like we talked about Bischoff.
It's a top dog in the wrestling industry. A big dog, and loves what we're doing, and we'll see if we can put some business together. But I'm going to actually talk to you later. We're bringing some former WWE employees over that are going to really work on. I've been talking about this for a long time, about creating stories that create stars and working on building character development.
Yeah.
And we have some of the best that are going to come over and work with us. Can
I tell you something? You get mad at me. This is no bullshit. This is real. It drives me crazy when you go on shows and you sit on this show and you say, yeah, I got some pro wrestling people coming up for storylines and character development. I know what you mean, but I think what you really mean is that makes it sound like it's not real. You have to say to accentuate the people.
So you got a guy like Ruben Ward, for instance, right? And he's got demons and he's got a story to tell.
Let's tell it.
So they're going to help, but they're going to help us tell the story instead of just sitting there and we ask this, did you have a rough childhood? Yeah. Did this happen? Yeah. How do we tell that story?
That's better.
And how do we tell that story that then... So here's the thing. In my opinion, and this is really, truly my opinion, there's no more exciting combat sport event in the world than Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship.
Right.
Nothing. I don't care what it is. I don't think anything's more exciting. I don't.
No.
I think the problem that we have to figure out is... how do we get everybody to follow us from event to event? And it's not just follow us because you're going to get another great event, because you're always going to get a great event with great fights. But why do you want to follow this guy and see him fight again in 4 months, and then see him fight again in 4 months, and then maybe see him fight for the title? And why is he doing that? And who's he going to fight? Who's he going to call out along the way? And let's create a storyline that has them two guys going at it with each other, and that makes everybody want to follow this thing. And that really, I think, takes this thing to where it can never be stopped again.
I'm laughing at the chat here in the Red Corner podcast saying, I smell what Dave is cooking. So I see what you're saying. I just want to clarify that, because every time I hear it, it's like nails on a chalkboard, because I see what you mean, but we're going to accentuate these guys and show you their best
That's it. I mean, look, man, we've got so many stories with these guys. I mean, so much shit they've been through, right? I mean, I want to tell those stories. I also want to create the animosity between this guy and that guy, because a lot of these guys don't like each other. All these guys are very, very respectful around. Probably the most respectful fighters around that we have. But they don't have to like this guy. They can think that they're going to beat his ass, and they're allowed to talk about it. Let's teach them how to talk about it. That's going to get the people interested in watching it.
Agree. Great way to put it. I know you have a couple more minutes. I know we're running over time here with you, but I got to get through this because they want to know. We talked about high-level stuff in L.A. Another high-level meeting we've been seeing rumors about, and I was supposed to ask you about this last week, and I never did, so I'm doing it live here. Yay, sorry. This guy that everyone's been talking about, Yoel. You've met him at shows. Ramiro, he's up there with you. You've met him at shows. Everyone's talking about this rumor. I think he's not a rumor. He was saying we were talking to him. Are we talking to him? What's going on there? Can you say anything about that right now?
I mean, we definitely have been talking to him, but I think he has. I think he's going to do something else before he fights for us. I think he's actually got something pretty big coming up for him, and we'll know in the next couple of days. But I have some really, really big matchups for him. Like, I think that they're going to get the fighting world real excited. So, we'll see. We're going to know everything in the next 2 weeks on that. We've got so many great things, and I hate doing this. I do, man, because you guys are the best fans in the world, and I hate going, I got a big announcement coming soon.
I hate it too.
But I have to drop it in a certain manner.
I understand.
And I just can't talk about it. But let me tell you, my head's spinning, man, in a good way.
Yeah.
In a very, very good way now.
Now, let me leave you on this. This is something people are unsure of, another rumor that's been out there. It came out on TMZ. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I'm in the middle, honestly. Bam from Jackass, Viva La Bam, Bam Margera. Apparently he's saying, or TMZ's saying, that we signed him to be a commentator. So what is going on with that?
Nah, look. Like, Bam's a good friend of BKFC. He's a nice guy.
Right
he
down the
actually
road.
is. He changed a lot.
Yep.
He's not the same guy that he was. He's humble. He's a nice guy. Is there a chance of him maybe interviewing a fighter here and there? Yeah, there's a chance of that. Is there a chance of him being a commentator? No, he's not knowledgeable enough, and he never did this before, so I would never throw him. I mean, I think Sean Willock is one of the best commentators in the world, and Chris Lidle is, a very good sidekick for him, and is becoming very good in his own right. And do we add things to where maybe they talk to the crowd a little bit and things like that? Yeah, I mean, there's a possibility for that, but there's not a possibility for him taking over our commentator.
I didn't
spot.
think so either, but I do think it's a winning deal if you can bring him in once in a while.
We are looking for a new podcast host.
I don't blame you. He sucks.
So,
I've been that Brian Soscia guy. No good. Do you know about that?
No, Soscia.
No, you don't know about that. We'll show some Mario stuff. Mario Lopez, when he announced me on the show, he's like, check out the Bare Knuckle Show with Ryan Soscia. I was like, I love you, Mario.
Cyrus Fees loves Mario.
Oh, yeah?
Loves him,
yeah, he thinks he's a great host?
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
So let's. You're such an interesting dude, Dave. Well, thank you for the BAM info. Thanks for dishing the dirt to us. We're excited to see what comes next. I know you are. We'll see you in Marbella, Spain. Huge press conference, stateside, 6:30 a.m. Make sure you're tuned in,
Guys, I got big announcements for Thursday. I got big announcements. Tune into that. Sturgis show is going to be off the hook. Listen, I'm being told that we're going to have a minimum of 18,000 to a maximum of 45,000 fans watching that fight live. I mean, that's unbelievable. I don't know how they're going to watch it. I don't know how it's going to be positioned.
Yeah, we've never been there. That's what's
but
exciting.
It's going to be unbelievable. So tune into that. I mean, what a great main event we had with Britton Hart taking on Taylor Starling. And then we got to load it up August, and then coming into September is going to be even more stacked. And I get to announce something so huge at the end of August that I've been waiting for since I started this journey, and it's going to make me so happy. I'm going to smile so big, man. I can't wait to make that announcement coming up. But seriously, thank you, fans. You guys are the fucking best, like unbelievably the best. Especially you, the real loyal fans that are watching us day in and day out, man. I really appreciate your support. But we got so many more big things coming.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be huge, and the fans are what fuel this. We love it. We love seeing them at the events. Come up, take a picture, say hi, shake hands.
And don't forget.
What's up?
Make America
That's where
brave
I was going,
again.
yeah. Make America brave again. Motto off that shirt, Mr. Spectacular. There you go. Look, they're dancing. It's dancing. The shirt's dancing. Make America brave again. Available now. We just released it today. Limited edition. BareKnuckleshop.com. It's up there already. You can make your orders, and a portion of the proceeds is going to go to the family of that brave fire chief that saved his family, and we're glad we can do that, and we're glad we can carry that message. David Feldman, thank you very
Brian.
much, man. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Go catch your flight. Go catch your flight. All right, there he goes, man. He's headed off to Marbella, Spain. The president, the founder, David Feldman. Always like talking to him. And, it'll be great. Sturgis, he was saying Sturgis. I'm excited for Sturgis, too. We all are. And the weird excitement for it is the fact that not only is it going to be awesome, not only is the card great, but we've never been there before. It's brand new. There's going to be like a clean template. A lot of people we get to expose the product to right in our demo. And we think they're going to love it. Not only that, look, we're putting on, think about this, a major show, a major pay-per-view. No one in the company's ever been to Sturgis before. It's a bike rally motorcycle, so we don't know what we're facing. So this should be a very interesting couple days there when we get there, and I'm sure there'll be some great stories here for the podcast. Thank you very much for tuning in wherever you're watching. We have Chris Lights Out Lidle coming up in a minute or two. He's going to be here with us. Dave actually gave us more time than we thought we would have, which is awesome. A lot of great stuff coming up, like he said, headed into August and then into September as well. I want to shout out Little Ben, Bowls, Beers, and Brawls here. King Kai Stewart in the chat. Who else is? A lot of people, man. This is great. Hey, Wesley Kill Eagle's there too. Make sure you hit the like button if you're watching this. If you're on Instagram, I'm not ignoring you. I can't see what you're writing. Come to the YouTube channel. What the hell's the name of our YouTube channel? The Bare Knuckle Show. That's easy, right? Come to the Bare Knuckle Show YouTube channel, not the BKFC YouTube channel, because it's two different things. Come on over, join in the fun, comment with us. And if you're watching on Instagram or wherever else, hit that love button. Hit that love button. We love Rumble, too. We know Rumble really takes care of us. They probably love this graphic. Me with the bare knuckle bazooka trying to take out the shooter. And I agree with Dave. I mean, it's not even a political stance. No human being should be shot at like that. It's ridiculous. And I think it's gotten a little out of control. So
no human being?
Rein it back. Well, maybe you. Maybe Evan. Or
what about Hitler? Should he be shot like that?
From what you were saying before the show, you would think not.
No, that's not true.
So stop trying to set me up for something,
you
jerk.
Said
stop trying to set
you
me.
Wanted to be turned.
Stop
You wanted the gun to be turned the other way on this graphic.
Not at
you
all.
You wanted to be the shooter.
Not at all. See, you tried to set me up for a joke, and I didn't take it because that wasn't a joke. That could have made me look really bad.
Well, you're the one who said nobody deserves to be shot.
Well, who deserves to be shot? I mean, you unless somebody's doing something wrong.
Chris has the link.
Yeah, Chris has the link. You're in my ear.
Oh, shit. Did that come over?
Do you want to call Chris? Let's see. He's going to argue. He's going to say, you told me 1240. No, I didn't. You didn't read. Let's read. Hold on. Should I call Chris live?
Yes.
No, I mean,
We love doing it. We had a cold call later on, maybe, too. We'll cold call somebody else I want to talk. No, it was 12:30 for 12:33. It's probably your fault, Brandon, with what you've been doing lately back there. Let's see.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if we get him on. I love doing cold calls to people.
He might be in the shower.
Maybe he's cleaning it. Hello?
This is Chris, and I can't talk right now, so leave a message.
Should we leave him a message?
Yeah.
At the tone,
You talk, Kevin.
please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Chris, this is Brian Soscia with the Bare Knuckle Show. I just wanted to let you know I've been having these feelings about you.
Hey, Chris, call in, man, later. He's probably trying to call. He's like, what the hell is going on here? Hold on. I actually, I used to get annoyed when this kind of stuff would happen. Now I like it because you never know. It's kind of like
That was was that your impression?
I don't know. I guess
I think
so.
Brandon has the best.
Yeah, Brandon, do your Lidle impression.
Well,
See,
wait.
Yeah, let me tell you what about Brandon you guys don't know.
Nah.
This guy has the best.
Don't make me do it.
This guy has the best impressions you've ever heard, and he's always afraid to do them on the show. But we're not making fun of people. It really sounds like them. So wait a minute. I think Chris is here now. They just told me. Chris, the camera's not working. They're saying, Chris, how are you today?
I'm good, Brian.
Chris, what's so funny? Why are you laughing?
I think this show's I can't do it. I can't. You
Yeah,
can't.
blow
Nah,
it.
I can't.
You
I
can't do
can't
it.
do
You
it.
can't do it on the
When you
spot.
put me on the spot like that, it don't work, man. It doesn't sound right. And I'm listening to myself too, so I'm like,
that's always
that
weird.
doesn't sound.
So Jesse Pringle's in here as well. He's going to be fighting coming up in Kansas City. We talked about him last week. We're going to talk about him a little more coming up today. I mean, I don't want to head into the mailbag and open it up. Be ready in 2 minutes. What a diva. What a diva. He just texted me. Can you see this? Be ready in 2 minutes. What are you? Oh, I'm going to
I'll
smack
be ready
him
in
around.
2 minutes, Brian.
Oh, you're there,
I'm
Chris.
just finishing up some training.
What are you training today? What are you training for? You got to come back?
We're training pads out here at the tryouts.
Chris, when I look at you, the one time you told me about, can you repeat that story?
It doesn't work.
Chris, can you
it doesn't work
it will
over,
work now.
over
Chris,
microphones.
it will work now. Chris, can you repeat that story about when you were in the shower the one time?
No.
What did you say to your wife?
I'm done.
Be ready in 2 minutes. Oh, I guess we got to wait for greatness. Like they're going nuts in the chat. Let's see who else. Open Media Enterprises is in here. Josie or Jose.
I'm gonna see if while we're waiting, I'm gonna see if I
Robert?
can pull it up. Like Chris's reaction to that knockout by Ruben Ward.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Let me see if I can play that. Really
So
quick
while you're pulling
while
that
we're
up, I'll
waiting for
buy time. I was getting changed because we had to catch it. Oh, I got the video of the red eye. How
him.
we to
He's
catch
coming
that?
in. He's coming in
The
now.
drive.
Dude, I got like a 14-second video. When he's done, we're going to talk about the red eye and how fast we had to go to get there and who drove us, and we'll show a video.
You
It was
guys almost
insane.
lost the entire company.
We almost died. Brandon would have been running everything.
Here, let's. Chris. Chris was about to come in, then he disappeared.
What does Lidle do? He's gonna say 12:40. You mark my words.
Oh, anyway, let's. I was gonna. Oh, here he is. Let me get him in before he runs away again.
You're so brave, but he can't hear you before he runs away. What did you say before he prances away again? Why would you say prances away? He doesn't prance, he runs.
Yeah, he's going to be like, you can spar with me anytime you want.
Oh, he's calling me now. Hold on.
I'm letting him in.
Hey, Chris, you're on speaker. You're on the show. What's going on? Brandon's trying to let you in.
What, you want me on speaker or you want me on Zoom?
I want you on Zoom, but you just called me.
Okay, you said, okay, I'm see you in a minute.
See you in a minute.
I'll be there in a second.
That wasn't bad. Actually,
Who was that? You or who was it, Evan?
That was me. I'm
That was
trying.
great.
He's a difficult one to crack, you know.
That's a hard guy. You got to have a little
Let's all talk to him with
little
the-
Bill
with his
Clinton. Yeah,
accent.
see if he notices.
Let's all talk like
I can't do the accent though. Like I'll try.
Bill Clinton.
I'll try.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, what's happening, guys?
Hey.
I'm off location. You can tell.
Where you at,
Off
man?
Where are you, Chris?
Where you at, man?
are you, Chris?
What do you guys got going on there?
We're just hanging out. We're trying to be more like you.
Oh man, that's not a good thing. So hey, what good night of fights we had last week. I was so impressed with that. I had a good time.
What are you doing,
Man,
Chris? What are you doing? Hold on. What are you doing? You're off location. It seems like you look like Max Headroom right now, so I don't know how low we can go with this. Your connection's a little off, but we have. I like. You sporting a mohawk? Is that a mohawk?
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought you had a mohawk going. All right, look, you should get one. Turn your look.
Lighting.
The lighting. You look beautiful. I have to take it to task because Brandon was over here. It's more so him than me. We had you scheduled for 12:30. He kept going to my ear. And he kept saying, "I don't know what the hell's the matter with Lidle. Why is he never on time?" I said, "He's always on time."
All right, stop.
And then
Brian.
he mentioned
You
that you were
said
here.
12:40.
Then he mentioned no. Then he mentioned.
12:40.
Hold on. Then he mentioned that you were here. And then rather than saying you ran away, he's like, "Oh, he's here, but he ran away." That's what he should say. He said you pranced away. Why would he say that? Brandon, why'd you say
Come
that?
on, Brandon. What's going on here? I mean, I don't
This
understand
guy-
why the hate for it.
This guy is always trying to set me up.
I am. All right.
Every which way.
So they want to know in the chat, or maybe I want to know, if you're scheduled at 12:33, why are you coming on 12:37? What are you doing? You cleaning it in the shower? Or what are you doing? Getting it ready?
First of all, I was told 12:40.
I told you he was going to say that. I told you he was going to say that.
Because it's true. You
Check
don't
your
like the
text
truth?
message.
I mean,
Check. I'm going to read your
You
text.
text me later.
Hey.
I'm out on my motorcycle.
Fellas. Oh, he's out on his motorcycle. That's cool.
I heard it from minute.
I didn't know you rode motorcycles.
You have a
Chris.
motorcycle?
Bring it to Sturgis.
Yeah,
that's
dude, ride it
right.
up.
Roll up to the
I thought
commentary
about
booth with
bringing
it.
it to Sturgis, but how about no? I'm not doing that. I do want to wear I want to wear some biker gear instead of wearing a suit for this.
I think you had
What do you
spoken.
think?
You had spoken last week in the chat, and they said in the chat they wanted to see you in assless chaps. I thought it was weird, but you can drive your motorcycle with your nice clean cock.
That's your fantasy. Your rock and roll fantasy.
That account was Brian's troll account. This is burner account.
What are you talking about?
No, nothing.
I don't even know what you mean.
Hey, look, we're all here now.
All right, yeah, we're
do you
here.
wanna-
Let's
do you want to
talk.
watch this knockout?
Yeah, let's watch your knockout. This is a great
and your
reaction.
response to it.
Brandon.
Robbie Peralta told us, I will continually come forward. I cannot take a backward step in this fight. Sporting touch of hands. Both fighters up to scratch.
Dude, Lidle, awesome reaction. I was getting changed because we had to catch a red eye, and I was walking out from getting changed after I did my gig. I had to change real quick in the back, and I came out just the knockout was happening, but I could hear you in my inner earpiece, like we wear for the broadcast.
Yeah.
And all I heard, I couldn't even hear a shot. I heard you, oh my God! It was awesome. Great call. You were excited.
Totally unexpected. I thought that was going to be a war, a good fight. It was not. It was one-sided, one punch. I could tell talking to Ruben War, he felt mad and disrespected. They ripped him off his last fight, he felt like, against Angel Court, and so he was mad. He said, I'm never letting it go the decision again. And he came out and put it on him. It was nice.
Yeah, I agree. He was very annoyed by the Angel Corps thing, and I think that he made a video to tell us how he was feeling, and I'm wondering. I know I didn't watch the whole thing. I heard there was some trash talk for other BKFC fighters in there. Maybe that was one of them because he had said some stuff to me. He thought he got ripped off. I agree with you. What a fight! What a way to end the card. Crowd was nuts in California. The other guy I want to talk to you about is the co-main event. A guy you know well. Rodney Thomas. And I think Rodney Thomas was in the chat earlier. I think he still is, but that's a guy who wanted to fight. He was hungry to get some success, and he came up big in the co-main event. I know it wasn't his night, but he showed what he's capable of. I mean, that's fair to say. What do you think about his performance?
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, it was a tough fight for your first bare knuckle fight. You're going against a guy who's already been in there, but not only that, had 50 high level MMA fights. Fought for Bellator, beat a lot of tough guys, very good fighter. So that's a very, in your co-main event, your first bare knuckle fight, that's a tough task. So we have a lot of times I've noticed a guy who knows how to fight. They fight their first time for bare knuckle. They do much better the second time. I think that was what Gonzalez did. He looked very good for his second fight. He controlled the range beautifully. Every time he got in that tight clinch, he did well. I think Rodney's going to be fine. Just give him another fight. But that was a nasty cut. I don't know. Possibly they could have stopped it, but whatever.
What else stood out for you on the show fight-wise? I mean, you know a lot of these guys from tryouts. You've seen them coming up here. Who and what stood out for you? What were some of your favorite things? I always like to get that from you.
Well, like I said, I think at least 2 out of the first 4 fights, maybe 3, I can't remember. We had one guy get knocked down, get up and win the fight. So we had multiple knockdowns. Both guys get knocked down. That first fight set the tone. Both guys got knocked down, and one guy didn't get up. So, I mean, when you have multiple people getting knocked down in the same fight, you have somebody getting up off the canvas, that's always my favorite. It's great to see a guy walk out there and knock it out in 5 seconds, but I want to see somebody deal with adversity, show that they're here to fight, they're tough as nails, because it's hard to get up off the canvas and win. When I see that, I absolutely love it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, there was so much other goodness. I mean, you got to watch the fights for yourself. If you miss Pachanga, because I say it all the time, I'm going to repeat myself. I'm annoying myself now, but if you're new to the show, I talk about the prelims. You can't sleep on them. Even if you're like, oh, I'm not going to watch this event, it doesn't look up to my standards. Every bare knuckle fight, you're paying to watch bare knuckle fighting championship, and if you have some favorites, that's great, like we were saying with Dave. But you know that a bare knuckle fight's always going to be good. This was no different. The energy in the building was second to none. Like I said, California loves us. By the way, shout out to Mr. Saturn. Got to meet him. We'll talk about that later. He's a big listener to the show. But it was just a great night. And
man, even at the weigh-ins, the crowd was there.
I couldn't hear myself.
I could tell from the weigh-ins it was going to be a great crowd, and they didn't disappoint. They were there in full force, and they were action-packed. They were loud.
Yeah. Yeah, as I said,
I can't wait till they bring us back. You know they're going through. They have to.
I kind of heard you, but what I was going to say to kind of piggyback off that is, as far as the weigh-in show, when I was doing the opening, and this is no joke, I'm not doing this for hype, I couldn't even think. I couldn't hear what I was saying because it was so loud in there. It was crazy. So I agree on that. And it looks like a lot of people like the show. D. Nixon's in the chat. He said the host of MMA Junkie Radio was at Pachanga, and it was going off about how it was an amazing show, an awesome show. A lot of media picking up on that show and the Ruben War knockout and stuff. They all seem to really enjoy it. Also, Pachanga, we're at a casino. I know Chris Lidle likes to lay shekels down on the tables and play some craps and stuff like that. Did you win any money? We lost him. I
didn't play any craps. I was there just to work.
Yeah, with a big smile. You must be on vacation somewhere in a hotel, and maybe someone's in your room. You don't want them to hear how much you laid down on the tables. I understand that. Let's talk about the free food then. Let's talk about the free food. Did you have yourself some steak at the casino? Some filet?
Yeah, it was good at the end. I stayed, and everybody who left, they kind of gave me a few of their remaining vouchers. So I felt it was my duty to eat as much as humanly possible, and I feel like I haven't eaten since. I really haven't.
Yeah, it was you haven't eaten since. Yeah, everyone was handing off cards.
I'm on a 3-day fast. I'm trying to be healthy now.
That's right. That's what you have to do after that. A great card. We thought it was awesome. You can check it out in the app, bkfc.com. If you missed it, go back and watch it. What a good card. I mean, I could talk about everything. Almost every fight was amazing. I know Luis is in the chat. He was on the card. Look at it. Keith Richardson's here as well. A lot of fighters here. Shark Attack. Zach's here. Zach Kalmus. Bare Knuckle Tony was the one.
Zach's on our next big one. We got the big one coming at Sturgis. I think that's good. He's perfect for that. It's gonna be. That's gonna be an amazing card. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, and I want to shout out Anthony Yost. He did lose via TKO round 1, but he's always on here. He's known as Bare Knuckle Tony, I believe, in the chat. He's always supporting the show. He started the card also. Just shout out to everybody who supports us. Chris Lidle, before we let you get out of here, I gotta, we like to do the getting to know Chris Lidle segment here, so we got a couple questions for you, and you can always drop your.
Let's hear.
There's always questions you can drop in the chat. We'll try to get to them. Let's see. First question: what's the worst smell of something? Like the worst smell you can smell? What is it?
This is from my time on the fire department. You have somebody who has a GI bleed. Yeah, you don't want to smell that. It's pretty bad.
Oh, what's it smell like if you had a guess?
Oh man, geez. Like death. Like somebody died and then you smell it and vomit and puke and just diarrhea. Just put a bunch and death. It's just everything bad. You put it all together. It's like, ugh.
Right.
You don't want it.
Someone told me
I can't describe it.
A cop and a paramedic told me something. They said if you're going somewhere where you know the smell is going to be bad, like there, if you know somebody's deceased, right, and you're going to it, and it's going to stink. They would put little, I think it was Ben-Gay or something under their nostrils like that, so they would smell that rather than the smell in the house. A little trick that I never did until somebody told me.
Yeah, we do that. We've done that before. When you get in there and you smell like we got to go out and do this. But usually, if you don't know what it is when you get there, that's the problem.
I had a friend that would meet. Oh, I'm not going to say that. That's too much. Never mind. All right, I used my filter there, Chris. Rodney, do you want me to say what I was going to say now? Okay.
Yes.
I don't know.
Say it.
I was going to make a joke. I was going to say I had a friend in college who would meet girls, and then he would put the Ben-Gay under his nose just in case. All right, let's move on.
Wow.
You made me say it. Rodney Thomas in the chat here saying the ref asked me if I could see. I couldn't because of the blood, but I wasn't going to stop fighting, so I told the ref, yes, I can see, and he let the fight continue. You're a warrior, Rodney. Thank you.
I heard that. That's exactly what you have to do. If you ever say you can't see, the fight's over. So I heard Rodney say that. I was like, yep, that's the guy who wants to be out there. Because if not, you say, I don't know. I can't see how much. If you make up anything else, the fight's over. I don't know. That doctor didn't seem like he cared about anything. He was going to let everything go. But, yeah, I mean, Rodney said the right thing. He knew what he needed to do, what he needed to say to still let the fight go, and he said it.
I love it. Thank you for letting us know that, Rodney, and proving what a warrior you are. Let's go to our second question here for Chris today. We only have a couple. Again, lay them in the chat if you want to know. Oh, they want to know. This isn't a question, but I have this question too. How many bottles you get from the plane this week? And I only got 3. I only went for 3 because I slept the whole way home on a red eye.
I'm trying to avoid that stuff right now, man. And so I think I got 1.
Wow, you're avoiding that. So you drank 3 and kept 1. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Which movie character would you want to have an epic battle with? I already know the answer to this.
Movie character? You do?
Yeah, dude. Don't even talk about it.
Let's hear your answer for me.
You had that epic fight scene that we still have never seen. It was like the longest fight scene in cinema history, I think, from They Live.
Oh, They Live. That's a good one, man. Yeah, I wouldn't mind the Piper. Rest in peace, man. We made a great epic video for that. So that'd be a good one. I'd like to fight the Roddy Piper. He's a legend.
Yeah, he is. All right. What's one thing you'll never do again? I think that's our last one, unless the chat has another good one. Something you did in your life that you'll never do again, ever.
Ooh, what?
I have one.
Jeez.
I know more than you know you.
Hopefully there's a lot of things. Hopefully there's a lot of things I'll never do again.
How about the time when you hiked?
Unfortunately, probably.
I got one for you.
What?
I had the time you hiked before a show, because you guys like to go on hikes before shows. I can't figure it out. And did you walk through like cactus and stuff and you got all pricked up? Was that in like Albuquerque or something like a year or 2 ago? I remember.
Yeah, but I'll do that again. I don't mind doing that.
Clown.
Oh, that was a long time ago. That was our first time in Albuquerque, but I'll do that again. I don't care. I'm stupid like that, so that won't bother me. Unfortunately, it's probably never fight again under the lights and get paid. I'd like to, but You got to stop it sometime, Brian, man. I'll be 50 here in a couple of weeks, and I got to be done doing that stuff.
You got to stop when it's smart to stop, and I think that fighters will fight forever, so the smartest ones stop, and they know when it's time. And that answers another question. They're asking if you're training for a fight, which means you must look good. I think Little Ben's trying to flirt with you in the chat, but he says you look good because you must be training for a fight. I guess you're not. That answered that question. All right, I guess
I'm always training for a fight, but I'm never going to do it. Well, here's why I always tell them I'm not going to do it unless you guys need me at the last minute for a big fight and there's no time. Like, I'm not going to do a camp. If you give me 24 hours notice, I'll do it. But that's it.
I'm laughing at this. This will be the one we end on, definitely. From the chat, Robert wants to know, who wins, Abe Lincoln or Teddy Roosevelt? Abe Lincoln was a pro wrestler.
Abe Lincoln was a wrestler. He's like 6'6". I think he dominates. Teddy Roosevelt, he's a little tiny fella. Yeah, Rough Rider, man. He'll get his ass beat.
And Abe can hide the brass knucks in that big hat he wears. All those foreign objects. He can hide them there in case he needs them. He'd be good. It'd be great.
I mean, that's in your realm. I get it.
All right, Chris Lights Out Lidle joining us on location from somewhere. I don't know where are you?
Oh, that's top secret, man. I'm on the motorcycle. I'm out and about.
All right, that means maybe he's headed to Sturgis already. We'll see. Papa Wheelie, be safe. Did helmets suck? I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I'm not a biker guy. Get a sidecar. I'll put the glasses on and ride with you. Let's do it. Thank you, Chris Lights Out Lidle. Thanks for coming on, man. I really appreciate it.
Hey, yeah.
All right, later, brother. That was good of him. I can tell Chris is on vacation or something. We're going to have to work on it. I was talking to our audio guy. We're going to get Chris a better mic because he's coming on a lot, so I want to get a better mic for him. Everyone's thinking Abe Lincoln wins. Evan, Abe Lincoln or Teddy Roosevelt? Where are you at with that before we move on?
Abe Lincoln.
I don't think he understood that we were all being him.
I think Abe had the reach.
Oh, definitely.
He was like 6 something, and at that time to be like over 6 foot is like bizarre.
Insane. Yeah, he was like an oddity. Yeah. So, yeah, where do we go from here? We did we got to do a mailbag. We didn't do mailbag yet, so that's good. Wow, we're finishing up with. Did we?
There's a bunch of.
Oh
stuff.
my God, we're way far behind.
Is this the official mailbag call?
No. Let's do before we do mailbag. Let's do. We'll do mailbag last today since it's already done. But there's some cool stuff. Yeah, let's do mailbag now. What the hell? Mailbag.
It's time for mail call.
Dude, I'm dumb. I call it mailbag every single week, and it's mail call. The Bare Knuckles Show at gmail.com. That's the Bare Knuckles Show at gmail.com. You want to send something in. We love hearing from you. Here's a fan pic. I spoke about it. I met the real Mr. Saturn on Instagram, and he snapped a photo. I try to go out and hook people up there. He's punching me in the face. The real Mr. Saturn, a big listener, watcher of the show. We appreciate you. It was nice to finally meet you. Love meeting you guys. He sent another photo, and I think it was in there. He caught I try to go around when I find kids at shows and give them extra attention. I give them stickers. I give them magnets. I give them shirts. And I believe this is Robbie Peralta's niece or something. There's not video, but I let her punch me in the face and knock me out. I really did. I'm sure there'll be video of that somewhere, but they were very appreciative, and I love hooking up the fans. So thanks for catching that moment. Moving from that, here he is again. Randy, our buddy Randy. You remember Randy in Fort Lauderdale, the perverse man? Here this week it says, they're straddling bikes, motorcycles. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 exclamation points after that. So he's very excited about Britton Hart and Taylor straddling motorcycles before we head to Sturgis here on August 3rd. There she is. That's a little old, that one. But hey, he sent it in. All right, there's Britton Hart. And look, here's Taylor Starling straddling motorcycle as well. This guy's pumped up. Randy, they might look great straddling motorcycles, and they'd probably appreciate that you enjoy that. But they're also training for a fight. That's very important, too. So they're out there training. Matter of fact, prepping. We saw Taylor prepping on Instagram. Here she is. I mean, she's hitting the bag. That's Britton. I'm sorry. I probably sent you that one first out of order. Well, we saw Britton prepping. Here she is hitting the bag. 2 blonde bombshells going to be going at it. Britton's getting ready, man. And she was really training her cardio. She was saying how important her cardio was. I saw that in another post. And now when she first started boxing, they said cardio, cardio, cardio. And that's what matters, and that's what she's been doing. And when you talk about cardio here, she's also been putting in the cardio work. You're going to see this. Taylor Starling's been training as well for the big main event in Sturgis, the biggest show we've ever had as far as attendance. There she is. If you go to the next slide, it's her actually showing you that she's out doing her road work. She's out training. And a lot of people like to do these videos. Man, this is amazing, but it's also slightly disgusting to me. But whoa, I didn't realize it was all this. But she just when they ring it out like this, look at the work she put in. Look at that, just sweat. When fighters do that, or when people do that, it's amazing to me. So she's ready to go. She's trying to up her cardio. And I'll be honest with you, all due respect, love Taylor. It doesn't hurt to, watch her take that off and do that either. I'm sure Randy from Fort Lauderdale would love that. So you got 2 bangs for your buck.
Some people would buy that.
With the shirt?
The sweat.
There was. You're right, actually. There was a girl I worked with at the mall years ago, and she would go to all these big shows, and I'd be like, how are you affording this? You work at FYE. She'd taken off all the time.
There's a store that doesn't exist anymore.
Before that, it was the Wall.
It's still there. The Wall. My older brother was talking to me about this the other day.
The sticker?
It used to be the Wall. And
yeah, do you know about the sticker?
No.
You would put a sticker on your CD case they gave you when you bought at the Wall, and it would say, this is guaranteed for life. So anything that happened to that CD, you would just bring it back, they give you a new one. How awesome is that? And before that, it was wall-to-wall sound.
Well, speaking of sweaty girls, something that just occurred to me.
What?
The Sturgis fight, that's outdoors. So
hot.
how's that going to affect? It's going to be, 85 at least when they're fighting outside.
And if it's humid, that's a whole nother,
Under lights.
another ball game. But I'm doing my ADD thing here. To go back, that girl would sell panties online. I couldn't believe it. And dudes they'd wear them. And the girls,
wear 'em?
Yeah, no. The women she was friends with. Look, everyone's beautiful, right? Yeah. Okay. The women that were wearing these panties, I guess there's something for everybody. But she would sell them, and they'd make a killing. And that's how they would travel, go to concerts. I was going to start wearing panties and selling them. I mean, it's huge. I think it's something we could get in. Maybe we wear panties during the show, then auction them off after the show.
I mean, you can put that in the chat and see if anybody's into that.
You're stupid. All right. Mail call. Back to it because we're going to run really late here. Connor Tierney, his art. Look at that. They have somebody doing a painting of him. This is awesome, Connor Tierney. Of course, he's fighting August 10th in Coventry. That's going to be a big fight for a title. Connor also not just posing for paintings. He's not saying, let me paint you. He's training. He's getting his fist tough.
No bites, just your face. Come on. Come on, then.
I don't think first of all, I don't think I've ever seen Connor in better shape.
He looks jacked.
Yeah, he looks ready. He knows he's going for a title. He knows what this means. He's already talented. We've seen him perform. Excuse me, I'm sorry. He's already talented. We've seen him perform, but to come in looking like this, he knows.
It's just the paw. Look at that.
Look at him.
Look at the delts.
Look at the abs, everything. The guy is like, he's solid. He's ready to rock. And this is August 10th, the fight, so he's still got time. Yeah. We'll see what happens. I'm excited for that. A lot of good stuff coming up. BKFC.com to keep checked up on all that stuff. Matter of fact, we talked about our Kansas City card as well. And we talked about this guy last week. And thank you for sharing this. We appreciate it. But Jesse Pringle, a guy we met that sung the national anthem. He was an actor. He took a bus the first time we met him. And now he's fighting for us. And this is years ago when Evan and I met him. I saw that he was training with Joey Beltran. Now he's training. He must have been training with Sam Shoemaker. He's going through everybody he can to get knowledge for Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. And I love that. I love that he's ready for his first fight. And I love to see what Jesse Pringle is going to do. We're excited to see that as well. Again, more info, bkfc.com. That's going to be for our Kansas City show at the historic, very historic building, Memorial Hall. And we're excited for that. Get your tickets now because they are going to be flying. The next thing we're going to move on to, this was sent in by Brad. Brad in, doesn't say. Oh, yeah, it does. California. We're out in California. Oh, San Diego. That's where we just were. Brad said, for those of you that have gotten upset with Mario Lopez and don't think he's a fighter, don't think he loves boxing or loves the sport, he wanted to send this in. There's Mario hitting the speed bag. We might have to mute it. There's Mario hitting the speed bag. So, I mean, the guy enjoys fighting. He's saying back to work. I never disputed that. I don't know if we'll be working with Mario again, but hey, the guy knows boxing. I'll tell you that. And he's going to learn bare knuckle more and more if we keep working. Thanks for sending that in, Brad. We appreciate it. There he is, AC Slater, also a great wrestler for Bayside. Let's see. We love punching bag stuff. We do this every week. There's like a plethora of this. Check this lunatic out. Watch this one. That's my favorite one ever. Every week I think it's not going to get better, and you keep sending them in. I don't know who that was from. I missed the email, but thank you, because that's awesome. And then Little Ben, we're not forgetting about you. Little Ben, it might have been, I didn't check the date via email, thebareknuckleshow@gmail.com, but you sent in a pretty funny Hawk Tua joke, but that's kind of passe now, so we're going to pass on that. It was basically an old lady saying her Hawk Tua spits out her false teeth. It was funny, but we appreciate it. I'm not ignoring you. I don't want you to cry. It was great content. Thank you for sending it in. Also, I want to talk to, before we get to the other thing we're going to talk about on this rundown, we'll save that for last. Let's get to the other selects and everything from the special Pachanga show we just had. We have the exclusive content that you want to see, and then we'll get to our end thing there. Does that make sense, Brandon? Good. All right, Pachanga. Let's start with some Vespi selects. These are the slow, well, first of all, there's the crowd. I mean, you see it being panned, but when you see it slow like that, you can see what a sold-out crowd it was. As we keep moving along here, you'll see other photos. Oh, I didn't know he put that one in. There's me shooting off the bare knuckle bazooka, which, by the way, it failed one time, and Kyle, the jib operator, cameraman, caught it, and he threw it out to the crowd. Thank you for that. Keep going. I don't want to see me. Oh, look how intense. I always talk about David Feldman, how intense he is at ringside. There you go. Perfect example. Great shot of him intensely watching the action. I love this photo for a couple different reasons. One, Grunt Style probably absolutely loves it. I don't think anybody thought this was going to happen as quickly as it did, or might not happen, but there you go. Ruben War, big win over Robbie Peralta. Now, can we look at the right side of the split picture there and zoom in a little bit? This is interesting to me because you see Brandon there filming up. It's like a POV thing or something. And then you see Nelson there. Can you see Nelson there? He's got his mouth wide open. What's going on there? It's like a breakdown, like Daniel Tosh style. Look at that photo. That could say so many different things. And that guy in the background's really watching. Whoever that is in the very, we just saw him. If you see Nelson, mouth wide open, he must really have a taste for Ruben War. Let's move on to the next one. We have, here's the thing. This is what I mean about Vespi Selects. Look at these great shots and just the intensity on their face. Thank you, Nick Vespi. We appreciate it. Look at that. That's pure, raw, unadulterated intensity. And you're not going to always catch this. Oh, my gosh. Evan, how would that feel?
It wouldn't feel good.
I know. That's a great one. Fully extended. Wow. Vespi, thank you for your Vespi selects. We have more. We appreciate them. Always good to see. They seem to be loving this in the chat, too. Wow. Oh, look at that. Bloodshed. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you, Nick Vespi. There's some exclusive photos. Now we'd like to, our production team, our content team does an amazing job. I always say that. I want to look at some of the stuff maybe you didn't see on the broadcast or maybe you didn't see on social media. The first thing we'll look at is there's a tooth flying out. I don't know if you saw this with one of the KOs. Let's watch that. We caught this. All right, there you go, man. That tooth flew out. You don't always see that action when it's happening. And then from there, we can look at the co-main event ring exit. I always like to see what people are saying as they walk out of the ring.
Fighting because of him. I love you, Dad.
That was awesome. Little message there. And by the way, in the chat, I'm looking here, of course, Bare Knuckle Tony, Anthony Yost, who we talked about earlier, fought in the opening fight of the night. He's saying that was not his tooth that fell out. He said it was his contact that flew out. So there you go, fighting with one eye. I didn't realize that. So not a tooth, a contact. Either way, man, for us to catch that, it's pretty cool. We appreciate it. And you had some great stills there of Yost as well before. Thanks for being a fan of the show. Bare Knuckle Tony, he's in there on YouTube. You can talk to him if you'd like to. All right, let's look at Ruben's KO from another angle. This was a record, almost a record-breaking KO. We're going to call it a record-breaking KO. There you go, man.
I like that guy.
I do. I was gonna say, I laughed earlier when we showed that because I love that dude. He's just kind of, he's got his thing up there.
6 seconds.
He's got his little sign. All right, that was awesome. And that actually made it look even quicker from that angle, I feel like. And then the main event ring exit, Ruben, pretty pumped up. If you watch the broadcast, you can see. Let's see what he said on the way out.
bullet holes that came from nothing. Let's fucking go. This is God. This is God for you, bro. You ain't line them the fuck up. I don't care who it is. Soto, you better fucking win, 'cause I'm coming.
Oof. Can you imagine the adrenaline? Soto might be in the chat. I'm sure he'll answer that if he is. But, yeah, can you imagine your adrenaline coming off something like that? How awesome that must feel. Congratulations to Ruben War. He said he was going to do it, and he did it. He was on the show saying he was going to do it. He's got so many reasons, so much stuff to fight for. We're going to hear a little more from Ruben War in a couple minutes. But before we do that, I want to get to the T-shirts here. We talked about the T-shirts. When we go to Sturgis, we're going to reveal 2 T-shirts, world premiere right now, and then you're going to vote on those 2 T-shirts and let us know which one we should drop. Then we'll do a limited edition drop, but you have to vote. So let's look at the 2 T-shirts that are available to commemorate our Sturgis appearance here. Option 1, you have the pinup chick on the bike. Oh, the chopper, that's nice. And option 2, you have the skull with the BKFC, of course, right on the skeleton's hands. Well, one do you like better, Evan, if you had to pick one of those?
Where do you vote?
You're going to be voting at, I believe they're doing it at bkc.com on the app, and I think Facebook as well, our social media channel. At least that's what I was told. At least that's what I understand. I wasn't told much more than reveal it and let them vote. So you can also vote in the chat here, and we'll include that as well. Do you like option 1 or option 2?
I guess I like the chick.
I don't know. I kind of like option 1, but option 2 is really cool. I mean, that to me, that's as... I feel like I would wear that more. I don't know. Wearing a pinup is weird to me on my shirt.
What are you wearing right now?
I'm wearing the Rockers, one of the greatest tag teams of all time. See their skulls. There you go. Maybe that's why. Maybe I'm up to skulls. I don't know. Tony Soto said, "Big crybaby." That's what he called Ruben War in the chat. Call out me 2 wins. That's what he said about Ruben War. Well, it's funny because Ruben War wasn't done there. And be sure to vote option 1 or 2 in the chat, and we'll include it. But if you're coming on this late, you can isolate that clip almost. If you come to this show later and you still want to vote, you can check out more options at bkfc.com. If you can't find it there, hit one of our socials at Bare Knuckle FC. It's up there as well. And maybe I'll tell our people to put a poll up on YouTube as well. But I believe Facebook, you can send it and all that good stuff. A lot of people are voting for option 2. I feel the same way. Anthony says option 1 gets me excited. I love it. So anyway, Loco's in the chat and he's talking about what Ruben War just said. But Ruben War had more people to talk about, more things to call up. This was an exclusive thing he filmed. He's taken some time with his family, but he took some time and talked directly to his phone what was on his heart and sent this in.
I just want to say thank you, everybody who's been supportive of me. It means the world. And to my haters, also means the world. I want to say, Andrew Angel Core, you're a bitch. If I see you, I'm going to smack the shit out of you. We're going to fight again, I promise you, and I'm going to knock you the fuck out because you're a cheater and you're a pussy. Also, I personally think that I got the fastest knockout in BKFC history. So California, fix your time, make it right, go over it again, and you will see it was not 6 seconds. Who I want to fight, Bobby Taylor, you old ass pussy, let's get it. And Lily, I don't know your first name, I'm sorry. You seem to have bigger balls than Bobby Taylor, so let's get it. I want to fight in Spain. BKFC, let's go. Put me on there. Let's give the people what they want to see, me and Lily in Spain. Let's make some money. And if not him, maybe Ryan Garcia. I want to give my kids a good life. This is my son. Hey, is your dad a champ or what? Mm-hmm. Hey, tell him. Let's go. Let's go.
There you go. Let's go indeed. Stiff words there from Ruben War for Angel Core. As Lidle was talking about Chris Lidle earlier on the show, I don't think that axe has been grinded yet. He's still, or maybe he's still an axe to grind. However the saying goes, he has an axe to grind still. He doesn't think he lost that fight, and he wants to talk to him about it. Okay, so from here, where are we going next? We jumped all over. Oh, that's how Ruben feels. It seems like in the chat, wow, that's deep, they're saying. Little Ben says. And we're going to go to, this is great. It's a spotlight piece. Actually, Soto's in here. Let's talk about this. Tony Soto, you started filming something. It seems like a documentary. Tony Loco Soto is going to be fighting coming up in October in Marbella, Spain. I think it's called Life with Loco or something like that. And it's pretty cool what you've done. If you want to check that out, it's not us doing it. I applaud you. You did it yourself. You're doing it yourself. You can check it out on your social media and hit Tony Soto's social media. You can find out more. Just kind of see what he's doing. Did we have a preview of that lined up? I think we did. If we show like a couple seconds, just kind of see. There he is. You can go to his social media. Shows you his training and everything like that.
Over here at Keith Richardson's over at Rochelle, South Carolina. You got some work. Speaking of the man's right here. You got some work today? She's good. Left. Go! Back when I was amateur, right before I went pro, Ricky Rainey actually said something very inspiring to me. And yeah, you're not ready to go pro. And I was like, what? It's like, nah, you don't train hard enough. And changed my game to a whole nother level. A lot of respect to Ricky Rainey. Never let go,
Good spotlight. I mean, we did the interviews, and both them full of a lot of belief in themselves. And like I said, I know you're excited about the fight. We are as well. Let's look at what else Danny Alvarez. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. Danny Alvarez now listed as the co-star, it says, in Bloodhound's #1 Korean drama on Netflix. Congratulations to Danny Alvarez, the #1 Korean drama on Netflix, Bloodhounds. He's listed as one of the co-stars. Love seeing our fighters do well. And speaking of fighters doing well, this is doing well all around here in the company. Happy to see this. Are we off the air right now? Did we? I see a please stand by graphic. Huh. Well, I'll just keep going. Nothing different.
It says we froze up.
Oh, okay, we're back. All right, that's fine.
We're back.
Make sure we're back. I think we were off the air. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm watching.
I think the sound was still coming in.
Okay, I'm watching a delayed feed. So to end the show, I wanted to talk about a fighter doing well, people doing well in our company. I love to see it. I love to see good people do well. This came out yesterday. We have an engagement to announce. We have some pictures we can show. Of course, one of your favorites, we know we've heard you when we're in Hollywood, the cut man. You always see him, G. Perez, is now engaged, taking the plunge with the beautiful bare knuckle bombshell, Caitlin. They're very happy. I was talking to G on the phone yesterday about how happy they were and how it all went down. And, I'd like to tell the story, but I don't know if I can even do it justice. This is one of those things where I'm just excited. Two people that are so nice end up together. So, I mean, my heart's happy for them. Congratulations on their engagement. If you've ever been engaged, it's kind of you want to do it, but it's like a nerve-wracking thing. You just want to kind of get it done. So when I was talking to him, he was telling me the story, and I'm not going to do it justice. So this is one of those like cold call things. You want to try to do a cold call, see if he picks up?
G?
Yeah, he can tell us.
He'll pick up.
Yeah, let me just make sure I got my Bluetooth lined up for you here. Hold on. All right, you got to hit that button on the board. But yeah, I'd like to hear how it went. I mean, look, beautiful girl, man. You're good for you, G, with a beautiful heart. So we're excited to see it. Let me know when you're ready. I'll connect.
Connect. All
right. How do I do that? I got to go to my settings. Yep. So I need people. I'm dumb. Settings. Okay. And then hopefully he picks up. G's usually a picker-upper. All right. It's tell me if it connects because I got two roadcasters here. I don't know which one it is. Nothing yet? No. Okay. So it's the other one. Here we go. All right, then we'll call G. Perez Cutman live on the air. If he's watching, he knows the call's coming. I like it better when they're not watching and they don't know it's coming, the call. So let's see what happens. G. Perez. Here we go.
I don't know. It's still blinking.
I'm going to watch. Oh, shit. It's not connecting?
I don't think so.
Well, we'll do speakerphone if we have to.
That's fine.
Can you hear that okay?
Yeah, it's good.
G, what are you doing?
Your call has been forwarded.
You know what?
Oh.
Let's leave him a message. Go ahead, Evan. You want to leave a message for him?
Not available.
Yeah.
At the
Hold
tone,
I got it.
please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Guillermo, this is Caitlin. Oh, he answered.
You're screening your calls, you SOB.
I had a great message lined up, too. I was going to call off the whole engagement.
Can you, you're talking foreign language. I can't understand. What's going on back there?
Hold on, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I can hear you now. G, how are you? G, what's going on? Now you going to hang up on me? G, where are you?
I'm actually picking up some cabinets.
You're picking up cabinets. You're doing some home improvements. I like it. All right, forget about the cabinets for 1 second. Thank you for picking up. Just want to talk about your engagement. Congratulations. We're very excited for you. Everyone on the show is, you and Caitlin. Can you kind of tell us what went down, how it happened? Like, were you nervous, that kind of stuff?
Nervous? I wasn't really nervous. I was just nervous that there was people around. You know, I'm really like a very private person, you know?
Yeah.
But, no, so,
Tell him he's on the show.
It was my anniversary, so you know I really couldn't do anything because I was working. So when I got home, she had like a little like a happy anniversary thing planned out. It was amazing. It was beautiful, but she didn't know that I had something planned out on Sunday. And I told her we were going out for pictures and stuff. And I called my boy Dookie, he's a photographer. I was like, hey man, I might need you and your wife to come shoot us. I have a little surprise, and you know, I obviously told him about it. He was like, "Oh, great, amazing." So when I get to Key Biscayne at the lighthouse, you know, they're over there waiting for us. We took pictures, and that's when it kind of hit me a little bit. I'm like, all right, now I'm nervous because there's people around. There's people around. Like, I'm not good with that, so you know. We kind of like took pictures before the lighthouse, and then when we got to the lighthouse, we took a couple more pictures, and then the photographer was like, that was her cue. So her cue was like, all right, you guys are gonna go back to each other, and as soon as I said let go, walk, and that's my cue to get on one knee and propose. So I messed that up. We had to redo it. I totally forgot about it. So we did it again. We did the shot again, and then that's why I realized, okay, so they put the mic on me, and then, you know, I said a couple words, and I proposed, and she said yes, and it was amazing, man. It was like, it was planned out beautiful. It was a beautiful scene. She was happy. I was happy. You know, everybody was happy.
Gee, a lot of people in the chat just hitting the heart button repeatedly on Instagram, the chat. They're just hitting that heart button for you. A lot of people love you. A lot of people love Caitlin. We're very excited for the both of you. We can't wait to see where this takes you guys. And you know, I can tell you when I got engaged, Evan, you could probably say the same thing. And I do mean to pride in your personal life. Engagement sex was absolutely incredible. So good for you.
Thank you, bro.
And it's an incredible life.
I'm actually here. She's at home. She's doing a couple little painting at the house, but I'm actually here picking up some cabinets for the house because we're remodeling the whole house.
Look at you. You're becoming like a domesticated guy as you propose. Well, listen, G, congratulations. As I said, I don't know if you heard me off the call. It makes me very happy when two people with such good hearts, two good people, take fighting out of it, get together. So congratulations, and we're excited to see more of you two in the future, all right?
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, BKFC.
You're welcome, bro. Enjoy your cabinet work today, and maybe I could use some too. I'll hit you next for it. All right, brother. Be good, dude. Bye. Yes, I love G Perez, man. What a good dude. Happy for them.
I don't know if you're forgetting somebody.
I know. I just saw it. I just saw it.
Yeah.
I was going to go there because usually, so at the top, we're all screwed up today. At the top of the show, I talk to you guys more. We got right into Dave. We do have something. I think it's ambidextrous. Who I met him. He was at the show.
What do we even say in this video?
We talked about the red eye. No, I cut it really short. We're trying to set this up. We were trying to get done the show, get on a red eye in L.A. We were in, where the hell were we? Temecula. So what was that, like 2 hours, Evan?
It was a 2-hour drive.
So we were waiting for, God love him, Mike Davis. He's wonderful. He's one of our drivers. He helps out with a lot of other stuff too, but that's one of the many things he does. And he was driving us. They trusted him with precious cargo. And we're waiting and waiting, and I guess he got hemmed up, so he wasn't there. And we're think we're going to miss our flight. And then Mike made sure we didn't miss our flight. A 2-hour drive turned into, what was it, an hour 15?
Yeah.
Watch this.
With 2 stops for gas.
Look how fast we were going. Watch this.
Mike, you got it. 117 he hit over 115. All right, I thought it was only 115. Yeah, if you can do 120, you're my hero.
I got the fucking foot on the floor.
We need a little hill or something because Mike drives too.
Cut off. Mike drives too slow.
I thought we got our last words in there.
All right, there was a couple times where we would weave in and out of traffic.
Yeah.
So in the front seat, which made absolutely no sense to put the president and founder in the front seat. He's the first one to go.
Yeah.
And then I was in the middle. I would have been the next one to die. And then
seatbelt.
Yeah, it's right. Did I don't think I was. Yeah, I was.
Find your seatbelt. I think you found it.
I was holding onto your arm. We locked arms. Remember, lovingly. And then
you tried to kiss me when you thought the end was here.
I did. I'm like,
you were like, I always wanted to do this.
I was sitting between you and Cranston, and I was like, this is perfect. Two things. Stop. You're egging me on. So then Cranston's next to me. It was insane. We had the DJ, Josh, in the back of the car, and he would have been the safest one. He would have owned the company if this car would have flipped. But the point is, Mike, thank you. You're insane. You got us there in an hour and 15, which should have been 2 hours. And we even got an engine light. It's the engine light. Remember it came on?
It had to be serviced, yeah. And then the trunk wouldn't open when we got to the airport.
Nothing worked. Yeah. Dude, and then he told me, he texted me, hope you guys got on the flight, got back safely. Car smells like it's on fire.
It had like 8,000 miles on it. It wasn't even broken in.
No, we broke it in pretty good. Yeah. That was like the whole way there. That wasn't just for that video. So not safe, but that's what you don't see. Thank you, Mike. We appreciate you getting us home on time. Other than that, anything else we got to cover, boys?
No, press conference on Thursday.
Make sure you're tuned in for that. A lot of big announcements, like he said, and it's going to be good. Sparks fly, especially with Connor there.
We're going to have some nice behind the scenes. So we're going to have a video guy follow Dave around all day, and him hanging out with Connor on the yacht. We'll see what kind of shenanigans they get into. God only knows.
You think they'll have a belly flop contest or a cannonball contest or something?
Who knows?
Can you imagine?
Those two together, I can only imagine.
I'm actually afraid. Thank God it's not live, because that would get crazy. Anyway, we'll keep you updated on everything on the Bare Knuckle Show. Don't forget to vote for those shirts. Can we throw them up one more time? Because they were voting pretty big in case somebody just came on. You can pick option 1 or 2. A lot of people seem to like option 2. I'm with you. Option 2 is my favorite. Option 1 or 2, leave it in the chat. And this is going to be a limited drop, and we'll let you know they'll come out soon. We'll let you know when they come out. Keep checking back to the website and everything for when they're going to come out. But make sure you vote right now, option 1 or 2. The Bare Knuckle Show is putting it in your hands. You can vote, and that's the one we're going to come out with. So a lot of people saying option 2, but drop it in the chat wherever you're watching, Instagram, social media, anywhere, Rumble. We love y'all. Caffeine TV, I don't know if it's a chat for that, but there's a lot of them.
They don't exist anymore.
Oh, they're done?
Yeah.
Interesting, really? I didn't know that. Okay, well, hey, heck with Caffeine TV, Rumble. Make sure if you're on with Rumble, make sure you vote there. Anyway, thank you for watching. I love hanging out with you guys. I know we all do each and every week. See you later. Until next week, I'll have a sip of my Savage sip and get savage. Ooh, yeah, dig it. And then I'll remind you, it's Forged. Just drink it all. Get bucked up, knuckle up, get drunk on Forged Irish Stout. Let's go! Make America brave again! Come on, that hurts. Cut it.
Saturday, August 3rd, the roar of the engines meets the clash of the Titans at BKFC 63. Live at the legendary Sturgis Buffalo Chip during the 84th annual Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. Witness the long-anticipated showdown as world champ Britain Hart defends her strawweight title against one of her fiercest rivals, Taylor Killer Bee Starling. Plus, in the co-main event, Josh D-Day Dyer goes head-to-head with Wild Bill Albrecht. It's the world's most exciting combat sport. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.